What's going on, guys? I am now doing 2014-2015 draft, which is going to be, for the most part, the 2015 draft. This is the year that we went 8-8. This was really an exciting season because I remember we played. This is a big season for us. I remember we played on December 21st. Wait, I'm thinking about the wrong thing. Oh, so I went to my aunt's house for, I think it was Thanksgiving, and we played the Broncos the day before Thanksgiving, and we got crushed. But yet again, that is neither here nor there. And then I remember we were 7-5, and we were making a push for the playoffs, and I was like, "This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna win a game." And then we choked. Went 1-3 to finish the season. Um, Honestly, there was nothing that, like, no team that we played that we should have lost in those last couple of series. Um, I mean, we were at New England, I guess. I don't think Baltimore should have beat us that year, um, especially because we were supposed to be the up and coming team. For like the next 3 seasons, we were supposed to be the team that, like, is fighting to make their name, and that just never happened. That never took place. This was Ryan Tannehill's first of many breakout years, as people say. And then our skills players were Lamar Miller, Daniel Thomas, who people don't really know, but he was a train, absolute train. Damian Williams was a big part of our year that year. No Sean Moreno, Orleans Dorka. For a lot of you guys that don't know, he was gonna break out, but he never got the chance. And then at receivers, we had Mike Wallace. It was a huge signing for us. This was like the best receiver that we had gotten since I want to say Brandon Marshall. And this is the last year of Brian Hartline. Oh my gosh, I went to go see him play. Literally, like, the diving catch was his thing. Rashard Matthews, Charles Clay. Charles Clay was a train. Deion Sims and Damian Williams. Wow, it's been a really long time since I've heard that name. And yeah, I'm gonna hop right into it. For the defense, Jelani Jenkins, that was his breakout year. Rashard Jones, this was like building to his breakout year. Louis Dalmas was a huge part of our backfield, and just having him as our free safety was a big deal. He was a really good player. He didn't come up blitz much, but again, like, he was on it. Kyle Misi, I said his name in the last video. If you guys watched that, Brett Grimes. This is the huge year that he had. He had like 5 interceptions that year. He was a Pro Bowler. Jimmy Wilson. I can't believe that. I can't. That's amazing. Cameron Wake had 11 and a half sacks this year. This is his best year, or maybe his second best year. Philip Weaver, again, like the Dreadlock brothers that, like, we had for those 2 years. He was really exciting, and it was really cool that we had him. Who else? Walt Aikens was starting to step up as a special teamer. Deion Jordan, we had him. Didn't do anything, but we had him. And Randy Starks. That was a big dude. Didn't do much, but he was a big dude. Jared Audrick was literally my favorite player to play on Madden. I had like the foam Madden. It was like the flip phone Madden. I would play as Jared Audrick, and I would get like 17 sacks a game with Jared Audrick. A lot of you guys don't know who that is, but it was like a flip Samsung phone, and they had Madden on it. It was like literally texting phone Madden. That was literally all the apps they had. It's like, that's strange. Caleb Sturgis, good grief. Like, he was good. Could kick a freaking 80-yard field goal and post it on his Instagram, but couldn't hit a freaking 35 field goal to save his life. Oh, I mean, like, in the clutch, but still, whatever. And this is the year that we were 8-8, so we got the 14th overall pick. This was the year that like I started to get into this draft stuff, and I was really into like the skill position players, and now not so as much. Like I mean, I think that football team should be built from the offensive line up, defensive lineup, and then we can worry about the other stuff later. I think like the Tennessee Titans, the Patriots, the way that they have their offense is set up, and I think that's definitely the way you should do it. I think Brian Flores is doing an okay job, at doing what he's supposed to do. I think the players that he drafted this year, mm, he did an alright job. But to get right into it, 14th pick, Devontae Parker, super hyped, coming out of. I thought he was better than Amari Cooper. I thought he was better than Kevin White. Actually, I did like Kevin White better than I did like Devontae Parker. Out of West Virginia, big dude, catch anything that was thrown his way, and yeah, I had no complaints about this pick. I did really like Nelson Aguilar though, but I thought that he was a second round pick instead of a first round pick. But he was picked in the first round by the Philadelphia Eagles. He played with them for a little while and got cut, and then came back and had a better season. But the drops have kind of just followed him and plagued his career. A guy that I really enjoyed watching, Byron Jones, was an athletic freak. Had a huge combine. Set like records and stuff like that. I think he set like a world record one time. But another guy that was here, Stephon Anthony. We had him. I want to say like a year or 2 years ago. But yeah, next pick, Jordan Phillips, nose tackle. We had him up until last year. Like he was great at what he was supposed to do. Wasn't gonna fill up any stat sheets. Just gonna do his job. Did his job, got it over with. We don't have him anymore, which is a shame. I think at this point, again, I was really into the skill players. So when Amir Abdullah got drafted right after Jordan Phillips, and we didn't pick Amir Abdullah, and who was our running back at the time? I think that we really needed a backup running back because Jay Ajayi hadn't done anything. Jay Ajayi hadn't even been drafted yet, and we had good depth, but again, how many rushing yards did he have? Oh wow, yeah. So Lamar Miller was basically the whole team, and we needed a backup. And again, there's not really too much to complain about there. Other than that, I'm gonna go on to the next pick, who was Jamil Douglas. Didn't really know who he was at all. A guy that I really did like though was Quan Alexander. I didn't watch much of defensive players' tapes that year, but Quan Alexander was definitely one of the guys that had my eyes. He was out of LSU. It should have probably gone higher. Shaq Mason was the first offensive lineman that I was that I thought was really good, and they had like the triple option offense, and he would just move people. Like, get out of my way. They would get out of his way. Another interesting name, Max Garcia. Dolphins signed him for a year, and then he kind of disappeared off the face of the planet like most Dolphins players do when they leave Miami. Bobby McCain, Bryce McCain's brother. We signed Bryce McCain that year. Big deal for us. Super glad that we got him. He plays free safety for us now. Jay Ajayi, surprisingly not in the league anymore. He left us, got a Super Bowl that year, and that kind of went on a series of rants about how my dad thinks that every player that leaves the Dolphins goes and wins the Super Bowl the next year, and he really sticks on that. Every year that we talk about the draft players and the players that we draft, and it was like, oh, they're going to be a star, they're going to be this, or that. He's going to leave Miami in 2 years, and he's going to win a Super Bowl after that. Like, he said that every year, after every draft. If you have a dad like that that's a Miami Dolphins fan, let me know in the comments, because I really hope I'm not the only one. After that, we got Jay Ajayi. Wait, Cedric Thompson. I apologize. I need to keep up better with this. I don't really know who he is. It says here that he is 22 years old. Oh no, he was drafted when he was 22 years old and has no stats. So either he was cut that offseason or just didn't make it. Tony Lippett was a receiver at Michigan State and then transferred to a cornerback. Kind of like Noah Igbenogany, who we just drafted this year. But yeah, and that was the last pick that we had of that draft. And honestly, for this draft, I don't think we did a bad job, but I definitely thought there was a lot of room for improvement. This was kind of like the start of, well, this is what we were hoping would be the start of something more for the Miami Dolphins franchise, and yet nothing came of it. Just like every other Dolphins decision. So, again, this YouTube channel is meant to kind of look back, see what went wrong, what can we do better now. I'm gonna give that draft a B minus. At that point, we were just looking for a direction, and we were looking for like best player possible. And I think we did a good job at that. Maybe some things didn't work out, and that's not necessarily anyone's fault. But again, things happen. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Have a good one.